Liftoff 1 week ago of a bold mission by China to construct its own space station. There's the rocket Long March B-5 carrying the crew module. It blasted off without incident, but Houston and the world, we have a problem, potentially a big problem. The first stage of the rocket is now falling back to Earth out of control, and it will re-enter the atmosphere in the days ahead. Here's the thing, experts don't know exactly when or where. Our senior science writer is Nicole Mortellaro, who has a piece up online about this, and so glad you could give us some time. Nicole, you have your eye on the sky. What's going on with this?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, this is a great achievement for China. They're launching the first part of their space station, and they're great space presence. Except that first stage, unfortunately, is they've scheduled it to have an uncontrolled reentry. And that is a problem because that's not typically what is done. It's best practice to, let the first stage either burn up in the atmosphere or you put in a different part of the orbit. But unfortunately, China decided to let this one burn up uncontrollably in the atmosphere. And we don't know when exactly or where this will fall.
Don't know when? Don't know where? I mean, are we talking, it is in the next couple of days, but in terms of where, is it potentially dangerous to us in Canada?
Actually, fortunately for us, no. The orbit right now is 41 degrees latitude. And so, we're at the 49th parallel, and the lowest latitude that we have is the 42nd. So thank goodness, this is not a risk for us. And by the way, this isn't the first time this has happened. We have in 1979, the U.S. Skylab fell and landed, parts of it landed in Australia in the outback. And even for China, last month, a part of their first stage rocket, actually pieces of it fell in the Ivory Coast, and people are concerned about this. But I actually spoke with Jonathan McDowell from Harvard, and he had this to say about other concerns.
Don't worry about it. This is not something for an individual to worry about, because the chance of you getting hit by something falling out of the sky somewhere on Earth, right? It's pretty slim. But it should be a concern for space agencies and space lawyers and so forth about how we go forward, avoiding casualties from space debris or property damage.
Yeah, it's good news for us. I mean, we saw something spectacular in March with SpaceX, and the pieces broke up over, the West Coast. But still, and some pieces did land, but luckily nobody was hurt, and nobody has been in history. So good news.
Hope for a splashdown somewhere in the Pacific. Nicole, thank you very much.